Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of RotoBaller Radio's 2022 Fantasy Baseball Waiver Wire Series. I'm your host, Anthony Aniano. Happy to be with you here today as we take a look at some pitchers to add off the waiver wire for the baseball week starting Monday, April 11th. All right, everybody, don't forget, head over to rotoballer.com right now to win big in 2022 with RotoBaller's MLB and DFS Premium Pass, which includes 15 exclusive lineup tools, daily DFS cheat sheets, and our new Team Sync platform. Use RotoBaller's exclusive hitter projections, pitching planners, DFS value plays, research stations, lineup optimizer, and more to help you win big. For a limited time, get your MLB Premium Pass for an extra 10% off using discount code ACES. Just visit rotoballer.com, sign up today, and start rotoballing like a boss. All right, everybody. Hopefully, you've already watched the MLB, the waiver wire for hitters for the week starting week 11. If you haven't, make sure you go back and check out that. Now it's time to talk about some pitchers. You've finished your draft. We've seen a couple of days of baseball, and now we take a look at who's available, maybe injury. Lucas Giolito leaving his start. I'm recording this on Friday, April 8th. So Lucas Giolito left his start earlier today. Ineffectiveness, whatever it may be. Maybe a roster spot opened up. You had Luis Castillo. You had Shane Baz. They went on the injured list. Finally, you were able to put them on it, and now you have an extra roster spot. So there are 5 pitchers who have caught my eye. Youngsters, no veterans here today, who have looked good, who have a ton of potential, are some top prospects from their teams, who are under-rostered after the draft season has ended and into the regular season of your fantasy baseball year, okay? And a few of them, we'll start with the Mets. Tyler McGill, okay? Filling in for Jacob deGrom. He looks great on opening day. Went 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, no earned runs against the Nationals. And to the surprise of everybody watching, including myself, hit 99 miles per hour with his fastball. This was a guy who was sitting at 94 most of the season last year. He's only 33% rostered on Yahoo. Now, last year, terrific at the start of the year, faded down the stretch, just ran out of gas. Pitched to a 4.5 ERA, 4.52. However, his expected ERA sat at 3.81, and he was about 10 Ks per 9 innings. Now, a very good number, 9.94 Ks per 9. Walks per 9 were under 3, and that's always been my threshold, 2.71. Big problem, gave up the home run, almost 2 home runs per 9, 1.91. That's something that needs to be rectified this year. But he'll be in the rotation for a bit. He's DeGrom's replacement. So, you've lost DeGrom, you lost Luis Castillo, you lost some other pitchers. Tyler McGill at 33% rostered is available. He throws his fastball about 57% of the time, sits at about 96 miles an hour on average. Slider, another 19%, and a changeup, 21%. So you're looking at a 3-pitch pitcher on a team with a better bullpen than it's had in the past, and an offense that should be able to put up runs. Number 2, and if you follow me on Twitter at Aniano Fantasy, I sent out my predictions on opening day. Hunter Green of the Cincinnati Reds, my prediction for National League Rookie of the Year. 43% rostered. And by the way, if this is the first time you're watching one of my waiver videos, I always use the Yahoo percentages for rostership. I try to keep it at or below 40%. So Hunter Green right above it. Comes out of spring, wins the 4th starter job for the Reds. Now, Mike Minor, Luis Castillo on IL. Okay, we'll see how effective Green is. But right now, I'm adding him. I drafted him in tout, draft, and hold. Okay, I drafted him in TGFBI. I have him in a few spots, and I'm utilizing him. Last season, between AAA and AA, last year in AAA, he pitched to a 4.13 ERA. At AA, he pitched to a 1.98. Flat out dominant at AA last year. Ks, at AAA, it was actually over 13 Ks per 9 innings. AA, it was almost 11 Ks per 9. Walks in both spots, sat about 3 walks per 9 innings. Gave up more home runs in AA than in AAA. Got that number down. Throwing over 100 miles an hour all spring. There was a sequence this spring where he threw 3 straight fastballs, 101, 102, 103. He is the Reds' top pitching prospect, starting the season as their 4th starter, okay? On Fangraphs, he's got an 80 out of 80 fastball, a 55 out of 60 slider, and a 40 out of 45 changeup. So another 3-pitch pitcher pitching for that Reds team. Now again, the problem with any of the rookies on my list today, how deep do they go in games? How many innings do they throw? How overly protected are they? But nonetheless, Hunter Green, my pick for Rookie of the Year, and only 43% rostered on Yahoo. Up next, number 3, Nestor Cortes of the New York Yankees. 25% rostered, and that's surprising when you look at the numbers he had at the major league level last year. He made 14 starts, about 25 total appearances, 93 innings pitched. Pitched to a sub-3 ERA, 2.9. His expected ERA was more than acceptable at a 3.30. Yet, even with those numbers, only 25% rostered on Yahoo. Okay? Just under 10 strikeouts per 9 innings, 9.97. Walk rate was fine at under 2.5, 2.4, and 1.35 home runs per 9. He makes his first start. It's coming up April 12th. Now, it's a tough start. It's against that Blue Jays offense. Totally understandable if you fade Cortes against Toronto. But he's a player when he's going against the Baltimore Orioles of the world, the Kansas City Royals of the world. Nestor Cortes is a nice streaming option to have potentially on your bench. 4-pitch pitcher. Fastball throws it about 47% of the time last year. Slider about 23%. A curveball about 20%. And then sprinkled in a changeup about 10% of the time. Only 25% rostered seems awfully low for a pitcher last year who finished with a sub-3 ERA. Up next, Reed Detmers of the Los Angeles Angels. I'm recording this Friday. He is starting later today. He's one of those Apple TV nonsense games. He is starting today for the Angels against the Houston Astros. So you may watch this and be like, Anthony, bad call. He got lit up against the Astros. Or Anthony, great call. He dominated the Astros. Doesn't matter for me. I still want him on my roster. I have him in a Fangraphs new league especially, and I am using him, full disclosure, good, bad, or ugly. He's in my lineup for tonight's game. 16% rostered. He's one of the Angels' top pitching prospects. 3 stops last year at AA, AAA, and the major leagues. He was fantastic in the minors. Got lit up in a very short bit of work at the majors. Only 20 2/3 innings. Okay, but this is a guy who at AA last year over 54 innings struck out 16. Yes, 1-6 batters per 9. At AAA, 12 batters per 9. That number fell to about 8 batters per 9 at the major league level, and his walks skyrocketed at the major league level. But again, small sample, only 20 2/3 innings. Fastball about 45% of the time, slider 24%, and a curveball 26% of this time. To me, tonight's game, okay, and again, you're probably not watching this till Sunday, so Friday night's game was a must-watch for me between the Astros and the Angels. Wanted obviously Ohtani, Mike Trout, and then I want to see how the youngster Detmers pitches, only 16% rostered on Yahoo. And finally, another youngster with no major league experience, but a fastball I love, Matt Brash of the Seattle Mariners, 37% rostered. Full disclosure, I drafted TGFBI. I loaded up on offense. Pitching was 50-50 at best, we'll call it. With that in mind, and I knew that was kind of going to be my plan, I was going to be aggressive early on the waiver wire for pitching. And I did, and I added Matt Brash. He went undrafted in my TGFBI league. I paid about $200 out of my $1,000 to get Brash on my roster. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but that was my plan coming in to the TGFBI. Whereas years past, I've protected my money. I've waited it out. This year, I said, if the right arm comes in, I'm going in and getting him. And I got Brash. Brash throws a fastball, 60 out of 65 fastball. Sits about 97, 98 miles an hour. Mixes it in with a high-end slider, a curveball, and a change. A 4-pitch pitcher for a very good Seattle team who faces teams in his division, like the Oakland Athletics, who he should be able to handle. That American League West is weak. Texas, Oakland, just to name a couple of teams. Houston, we know, is tough. Okay? Last season, at high A ball, 42 1/3 innings, pitched to a 2.55 ERA. Goes up to AA, throws 55 innings there, lowers his ERA to a 2.13. At both stops, he averaged over 13 strikeouts per 9 innings, okay, and gave up. This number is great at the minor league level. At high A, 0.64 homers per 9 innings. At double A, at 0.49. He pitched significantly better at double A than he did at high A. Walks can be a concern. It was over 5 at A ball, got it down, but it was still almost 3 3/4 at double A. So control can be an issue for Matt Brash, but for me, he's worth it, okay, when he gets his first start in the next couple of days. So Tyler McGill, the most major league experience here. Hunter Green, though, my NL Rookie of the Year pick. Nestor Cortez, Reed Detmers, Matt Brash. 5 young pitchers available on waiver wires who you may want to consider, at least in the short term, as an injury replacement for your early season in fantasy baseball. Guys, don't forget, if you didn't watch it, go check out the waiver wire hitter video. Okay, like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel. Sign up for that MLB Premium Pass over at rotoballer.com. Use the promo code ACES. Save an additional 10% at checkout. Follow me on Twitter at Aniano Fantasy. And good luck this week. Stay smart, stay safe. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, folks.